What's up, guys? It's your boy Allan Wade. Thank you so much for joining me once again. If it's your first time here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. So, you guys asked for a video how to directly embroider to a t-shirt or garment, whatever you want to know. So this is going to vary depending on the material. This is not like a universal thing. So I advise you guys to get an old shirt or old pants or old sweatshirt and experiment a little bit, because the same tension and things like that don't apply to every single garment. You don't use the same settings for every garment, because different fabrics have different thicknesses. So it's gonna vary. It's gonna be trial and error. You're gonna have to play around with it. But I'm gonna show you how I embroider directly to garments, and the things that you're gonna need, and some tricks, some tension tricks in your machine that you might wanna look out for. But mainly I want you guys to pay attention to how I hoop my fabric, to the preparation before I hoop it. All right, because that's gonna be key. That's gonna be key. That, along with the tension, is gonna be key. All right, so you're gonna have to play around with those few things. So let's jump into it without further ado. Let me show you what you're gonna need. All right, guys, so the main thing I want you guys to get is some spray-on adhesive. I have right here Fast Tack 384. I've checked in the Amazon store and I can't seem to find it, but there's many different versions of it. But what you want to do is you want to make sure that you check and make sure you can use it on fabrics. Okay, so mine right here, it says ideal for flash curing, screen printing, and plastisol inks. So I got this for my screen printing. I was going to start screen printing, but I never started screen printing. So this is the stuff that you're going to need. You don't just hoop up your fabric, your stabilizer underneath your fabric, just like you do when you're making a patch. You want to use some Fast Tack, because I'm telling you, you got to make your fabric a little bit more solid and a little bit more stable. It needs some aid, because the way the t-shirts are made, they're made very thin. They're made very thin so that it be comfortable when somebody's wearing it. So you want to make it a little bit thicker, so you need this spray-on adhesive. I cannot stress this enough. You need to get the spray-on adhesive. Product links to some adhesive that I recommend will be down below, okay? So the second thing you're going to need is some fabric. All right, you're going to need some fabric. You're not going to use your tearaway stabilizer. You're stitching this onto a shirt. All right, you don't want to use tearaway stabilizer. You want to use actual material, and you want to cut out the access around the almost got a sale on the website. You want to cut out the access of after you're done stitching it out. You want to physically cut it out. You can use your freight check on there if you want to, but the main thing, you're going to want to use material and not tearaway stabilizer. Okay, I'm gonna say if you're stitching out a 4x4, you're gonna cut out 10 by 10. All right, you're gonna cut out 10 by 10. All right, so cut out a 10 by 10. If you're using 4x4 hoop, cut out a 10 by 10 piece of fabric. All right, even though your design is gonna be like this small, because you want it to hoop properly. All right, so just listen to what I'm saying, do what I'm telling you to do. Okay, all right. That's the second step, step number 2. Okay, those are the 2 things that you're gonna need. You have everything else, actually. So those are 2 things you're gonna need: spray-on adhesive and some fabric. All right, everybody, once you have your 10 by 10 square piece of cloth, I cut this out, actually 11 by 11 inches. All right, once you got that, you get your t-shirt. I got a small t-shirt here, and this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I advise you to do. Okay, you look at your t-shirt, you decide where you want your design to go, and you kind of line this up like this. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of like measuring out where I'm going to place my hoop. So I grab my hoop and I say I'm going to place it like this or like this. You just figure out where you're going to place your hoop, and most likely you're going to place your hoop like this. But you want to keep track of where this is right here. All right, this is the part that's hooking up to the machine, and I'll show you why later. So you want your cloth to lay around this part, because this is going to be your backing. So what I'm going to do, this is what I do on this side. All right, so I turn my shirt inside out. Turn my shirt inside out. Lay it down flat. All right. All right. Turn it down inside out, lay it down flat. Now, because I turned it out inside out, it's not on this side, it's on this side, all right? So I'm gonna lay my backing down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray this material right here, and I'm gonna place it down on there, all right? So let me show you what I'm doing, all right? I got my fast tack, right? Spray on adhesive. So I'm gonna spray it on there. This stuff is very, very sticky. Spray it on there, and now I'm just going to lay it down. I'm gonna make sure this is flat. Make sure this is nice and flat. I'm gonna lay it down on there because it's gonna stick. This stuff is good. Just lay it down on there, like so, and just like that. All right, so I got my fast tack on. It's stuck to there. All right, stuck on this shirt. So now this is my stabilizer. All right, and when you peel it off, it comes right off, but this is what we're using to stabilize the shirt. Now we turn it back right side in. All right, turn it back around, right side in. And now you can kind of see how it's making the shirt that is kind of soft, it's making it have less give because it's like a layer of protection. All right, so this is where it gets critical. So this is what I do. I take the bottom part of my shirt and I just start rolling it up like this. You guys can see what I'm doing. Rolling it up. Rolling it up. All right. Now everybody's gonna do this part right here different. Some people use like templates. I eyeball it, and I take and I put this under here, and I kind of like line it up to the point where it looks pretty in the center. Not in the center, but like where I want my design to be. So you know your design is going to be in the center of this hoop. So if you want it to be on a pocket, so this right here in this case is going to be on the left breast. All right. And normally you'll put stuff right here on the right breast, but this one is going to be on the left breast. It's going to be a little different. All right. You typically want to put stuff over here, but you know, I'm just making this video just for demonstration purposes. All right. So we line this up. So the design is going to start stitching out. I'm going to move it up just a little bit. And typically you want your design to start like, you want your design to be like right here. So it's going to start about, yeah, it's about right. I move it up just a little bit. All right. So that's about where I want it to be. So now I'm going to hoop it. All right. Hoop that just like that. Nice and flat. All right. Get the slack out. See how it's nice and perfectly flat? Then you reach under there and you go ahead and screw that in. Screw that in. Make that nice and tight. Screwing it in. Alright. Alright, so now we got that screwed in, we can go ahead and put it in the machine. Alright, so come over to our machine. One thing we're going to do is make sure we got enough bobbin thread in to do our design, and I don't think we do, so I'm going to put a new bobbin in. Well, this bobbin has a lot on it. I just switched. I had another white bobbin sitting on the side, so I'm just going to use this. And I'm going to put a new bobbin in right here. Alright. This actually wasn't supposed to be part of the video. I should have did this off camera, but it's okay. Alright, so now we got our shirt. We are going to pass our excess material underneath the needle. Open it up from the bottom. Open it up. Hold it. Bring it. Slide it underneath. Make it flat and slide it underneath there just like you were doing. Position it and grab this part right here and attach it and then lay it out. And check to make sure no shirt is underneath here. Alright, so all the excess is just right there. Now this is the part where you want to pay attention, guys. Pay attention because this is where you can mess up your design, because typically you would stitch it out and it would stitch out this way. Well, guess what? Your design's going to be sideways. Your neckline is over here, all right? Your neckline is over here, so you have to turn your design in the application, all right? So let's navigate to our design. All right, we're going to go over here, focus the camera a little bit, and we're going to navigate to our USB drive and pick out a file that we're going to embroider. All right. As you guys see, I have a lot of files on here, so it's going to take a little while. And I'm going to do a Dub Nation, all right? So I just changed up the Dub Nation file, and I did the double stitch thing. So this right here, guys, is trial and error. This is what you're going to be doing, trial and error stuff, okay? Allan Wade, COVID-19. Where's my Dub Nation? Where's my Dub Nation patch? All these files available, allanawade.com. There it is right there. Dub Nation. All right, so that's the file. All right, so as it lies right here, it's going to stitch out. As it lies right here, it's going to stitch out this way. You have to rotate it. Rotate 90 degrees. Now it's sideways. Now it's going to stitch out this way, because this is where our neckline is. You got to pay attention to that. All right, so my design is now sideways, and the machine is going to stitch it out this way. All right, because I just turned it. Press OK to confirm, and edit, embroider. So it's going to take 27 minutes. We're going to load up our first thread. It's going to be the blue. All right, and we got a white shirt so we can see and track along with the progress. Let's load up our white thread. I said white thread, didn't I? You guys know what I meant. Blue thread. So give you guys an over the top view this time. Load it on up. Load it on up. Load it on up. Put it through here. Boom. Bring that foot down. Right through here. Boom. And we're going to start with the stitch out. All right, let's go. Actually, guys, before we start stitching out, I want you to pay attention to this right here. This is your tension gauge right here. This right here is your tension. I'm going to loosen mine up a little bit because I'm stitching on a garment like this. It can go all the way to 9. That makes your thread really, really loose. This makes your thread really, really tight. All right. When I'm stitching on shirts, I like to put mine around right here. All right. It's going to be, I had it around right here. I'm going to put it like around right here. All right. For mine. That's my preference for stitching out on shirts. All right. Like on that line. Okay. So think of it like this. Tension. All right. Tension is, this is our material right here, right? This is our material. Your back thread and your top thread is supposed to meet exactly, oh, sorry. Your back thread, which is your embroidery, what's the thread at the bottom called again? Your top thread is your spool, your bottom thread is your bobbin. Okay, your bobbin thread and your spool thread is supposed to meet right in the middle of the material, and neither one is supposed to pass through. All right, so if you are seeing your bobbin thread at the top of your design, that means that you need to increase your tension. The number needs to go up. If you're seeing your bobbin, your spool thread at the bottom of your design, that means you need to decrease your tension. You need to make it tighter. All right, so they should be meeting in the middle. They should be meeting directly in the middle. All right, so you're gonna have to do some tests to figure out how to get them right in the middle. So that's what this tension wheel is for. It's to adjust how tight both threads are pulling on each other, because what creates a stitch is they go in and they lock and they pull each other through type of a way, and they're supposed to meet right in the middle. All right, one's not supposed to pull the other through. All right, one's not, the bobbin thread is not supposed to pull the bobbin thread is not supposed to pull the spool thread. The spool thread is not supposed to pull the bobbin thread too much. They're supposed to intertwine with each other in the middle. So let's go with this tension right here, and let's see what we get. All right, I'm going to push that magic button right here, and it's going to start embroidering my design DTG directly on the shirt. All All right, let's see how we do. Because again, like I said, it's all trial and error. I don't know how this is gonna turn out, guys. I'm just doing it for you guys. So we're gonna see if I added enough tension. We're gonna see how it turns out together. All right, doing the back stitch for the shirt. Let's see. If you haven't purchased your brother SE600 yet, guys, use my Amazon affiliate link. I'm an Amazon affiliate link down in the description below to purchase your machine. It helps out the channel a lot, helps me out a lot. And don't forget to visit the merch store, buy yourself some channel merch. You can purchase this design right here. I made this design over a year ago. For those of you who are hardcore Dubb Nation fans and Dubb Nation family, go ahead and purchase yourself this Dubb Nation design and stitch it on to a shirt and represent for the nation. You know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think right now. So far it looks like we picked a pretty good tension. It looks like it's not pulling at all. You guys see that? But when it starts stitching the other stitches, then we'll really see if we pick the proper tension. So far it looks really good, guys. I don't know, I think we might have a home run here. You let me know what you think. All right, so that's what you want to control. You want to control the tension. You want to make sure you have the right amount of tension in, because if you don't, you have all types of puckering and all types of stuff going on with the design. So I'm gonna let some of this stitch out and I'll be right back. It's about to go to the side and start stitching out, and I'm refocusing and stuff like that, guys. It's about to start stitching out the entire design, and this is where it gets crucial. And you see if you have any pulling or anything like that. So we're gonna do the double stitch. It's gonna come all the way like this down on this. Then it's gonna go and do a cross stitch, so this can be really, really nice and filled in. And then we're gonna see what's what, guys. I'm gonna let some of the stitch out and I'll be right back. Hey guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please take this moment to hit the subscribe button and also hit the post notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. It helps me out a whole lot, more than you know it. Thank you. Looks even so far. My shirt's nice and flat. Not seeing any pulling at all. Give this video a like right now, guys. I'm commanding a like right now just for no pulling, no pinching, no nothing. You guys see my embroidery patches, and you guys might see a little bit of puckering. That's just because I'm practicing, guys. That's just because I'm showing you guys something. Now, when you're dealing with a garment, you want it to be precise. You want it to be smooth. You want it to be even. No puckering, no pulling, no nothing. That's how you do it. I just showed you guys. So give me a thumbs up. Leave a good job A-Dubb in the comment section down below or something like that. Buy yourself some channel merch from the store. Help support your boy so I can make these videos like this full time. Actually help support your boy, because I'll be honest with you guys. In life, we all gotta step it up. We always gotta step it up. And my next step up is to get a commercial grade embroidery machine so I can do videos like this. I'm gonna still do videos on here, but I wanna step it up a notch. I wanna step it up. I don't wanna stay in the same spot doing the same stuff with the same type of equipment. And I wanna sustain myself. I wanna live life doing what I wanna do. So I want to get a professional embroidery machine with a cap hoop that curves so I can embroider onto caps and hats and make clothes for myself and just step it up 10 notches, you know what I mean? So help support your boy. Buy yourself some channel merch, like the video, comment on the video, share the video, tell brothers to give me a sponsorship. I'm walking around while the camera's rolling, guys, but yeah, I'm gonna let this stitch out because it's gonna be quite a bit, and I'll be right back. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Subscribe, guys. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. All right, guys, so you see it doing that cross stitch. It's still maintaining a good thing with no with no fraying, no pull compensation. I could have made it a little bit thicker, but you see it's still filling in that stuff. So the bobbin thread is almost empty. I just got the message on the screen. So we're gonna have to change the bobbin thread. This is good for you guys to see, because you guys can see even with a design like this, I can still go ahead and cut, take it out. All right, take it out. Take the bobbin out. All right, let me get another bobbin right over here, guys, right behind the camera. Second, put in a brand new bobbin. Look, got a sale. Thank you guys, whoever purchased that right there. Thank you, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Boom, boom, right? Put that in right here and right back under. Flat, right back in. Hook it right back on. And it's just like we're doing a patch, guys. Just like we're doing a patch. It's going to pick up where it left off. Again, like I said, no pulling. This also depends on how you set up your embroidery files, guys. So that can vary too, depending on who digitized your design and stuff like that. And, you know, what they set it up to be. Press OK on the screen and continue on. And voila, there you have it. And guys, like I said in the beginning of the video, the bobbin thread is not coming through, and the spool thread is not too deep down. All right, so no pulling, nothing like that going on. Everything's looking good so far. I have my pull compensation set up in my design that I digitized to 3 for this, but I think for the other layers it's set up differently. So I mean, we'll see how the rest of it stitches out, but so far so good. All right, looking good. Give this video a like real fast. Give me a like, give me a like, give me a like. Give me some likes, guys, if you like what I'm doing, if it's coming out good, if you learned something. Let it be known, man. Give your boy some props. Like, I'm be honest with you guys, like, I've been getting a lot of like hate comments. It sucks, you know, but I'm trying to pay it no mind and be the bigger person. And I know with success comes hate. You know what I mean? You get haters. But, you know, I'm not a hateful person. You know what I mean? I don't know why people want to hate me. I don't know. I don't want to hate anybody. I want to teach you guys how to make money. I want to teach you guys how to be the better you. If I'm saying something you don't like or you don't agree with, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with having an opinion on a matter, but sheesh, don't attack me. Don't try to kill me. But you know what? To be honest with you, being alive as long as I am, I know that's coming from somewhere else, sadly. But that doesn't bother me. I'm going to keep on growing, man. We're going to keep on doing this thing on YouTube. And we're going to see where it takes us in life, man. I'm thankful for the opportunity of this platform. Thankful for you guys that believing in me enough to subscribe to the channel, buy merch, buy my embroidery designs, watch my videos, you know. And this video right here, to be honest with you guys, is probably my most valuable video, because I know what you can do once you learn this, you know. So now we're going to switch to the black thread, excuse me. And I could have made this more like full, because I lowered each layers down to like 65 going this way and 65 for the cross stitch. I could have made them 80 and it would have made this more thicker, if you will, for lack of better words, but you know, because I was doing it for test purposes, and I just lowered it down. So we're changing the thread right now. So boom, we pulled on the thread and it didn't want to come out, and I'm not going to keep on tugging on it. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to show you guys, because normally I pick up the needle and I swipe. That's what I should have did. See, I swiped and it loosened up the thread. You don't want to pull on it, because if you keep on pulling on it, it could damage your design or do something, you know, with the bobbin, with the spool in the bottom. So you don't want to do that. All right, so now I'm going to put in the black thread because the design is calling for black thread. It's going to be 7 minutes. It's going to stitch out the dub. It's going to stitch out the border, and then it's going to stitch out the dub. I think in that direction, in that order. So let us put in the black thread. So far, I'm pleased with the design. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Hopefully the rest of it goes just smooth for you guys, and you guys can see that it is possible to stitch direct to garment without it being all yucky and having all this pull and all this stuff on it. So you guys notice already that's 2 embroidery layers. So if the rest of it messes up, it's still, you know, it's still possible, because that just means that I have to change a setting for one of these stitches inside of the digitizing software. So you know it's possible to do this with the Brother SE600. I mean, look, no pull. Let's go. All right, no pull at all, guys. Upper thread, rethread. Okay, I got to rethread the upper thread. You know why? Because I did not pass it through here, guys. Did you peep that? I did not pass it through here. So we're going to have a gap at the end of our design right there. I already know that. I wish this machine had a feature where you could back up a few stitches, but it doesn't. So let me stitch it, do it properly. If you guys notice, when I hooped it, when I threaded it, I just went down and around, and I never went inside of this little part right here at the bottom. So let me do it the right way. That was my mistake. Don't hold that against me. Even me, the teacher, makes mistakes sometimes. So I'm just gonna take all that thread out. Boom. Got a real long piece of thread right here now. It's hard to work with because it's so thin. All right, grab that. Come down here. Down here. Ugh. I want to trim this for real. Back up. Up, around, down, through, in. This is too long right here, so I'm just gonna trim it right here. Making all types of mistakes. Now you know if this comes out good after all these mistakes I made, then this is like 100% doable for you guys. All right, so boom, boom, down. Okay on the screen. And here we go. All right. Now there it is. Now I'm gonna tell you guys, this little thin, little flimsy behind stitch right here, border, I should have made this way thicker. I'm looking at it right now and this is way too thin. I should have made it thicker, like I should have made it bigger. It's too small. It's too small for this design. Because when it comes around here, it's still going to cover it, but you might have some of this blue thread peeking through the side. That's okay, because as long as the design has no puckering, then I know that I can fix that. I know that I can fix that issue. You know what I mean? All I got to do is go into software and make my design, make my border thicker. It's really easy to do. All right, so check it out. It's going around the whole design, adding the border. Looking like I'm getting a little tiny bit of pull, but the design is not warping or anything like that. So that's good, and that's what you want. You want your design to stay like the same thickness. And let's just see how it comes through. Like I said, I wish I would have made that a little bit thicker, because yeah, I'm not liking. Some adjustments do need to be made in the design. And like, if it was thicker, then that part right there right now, up here I'm seeing a little bit of white and it's not meeting the edge because it's not thick enough. Alright, so you guys will see what I'm talking about after it's done. But the point of this video was to show you that you can stitch onto a t-shirt and not have any puckering or anything like that, as long as you have the proper settings, as long as your design is done properly in the software. And see, that's what I'm talking about. See how it's white at the top right here? If it was thicker, it would have covered all of that. You know what I mean? But it's not thicker. So if it woulda, shoulda, coulda, it didn't. It's not. All right. So yeah. But you guys know what I'm talking about. All right. So once again, give this video a thumbs up if you like how this is going. Use my Amazon link to buy your Amazon Brother SE600 if you haven't purchased it yet. Buy yourself some channel merch from the store. And yep, see that gap? Nice big gap at the bottom there. Yep, but that's okay. I'm still gonna rock the shirt. Still gonna wear it. You know what I mean? And now it's just gonna stitch out the dub. I can go ahead and stop the machine right now and clip that thread right there. I'm just gonna clip it. Get that out of the way right now. You guys see that gap right there? That's where we didn't thread the machine right. Human error. Human error always messes it up. It's not the computer. The computer does what you tell it to do. If you don't tell it to do the right thing, guess what? It's gonna mess up. All right, I just want to show you guys the dub stitched out very well. No pulling once again. Let me put in the white. It's calling for white. The white is gonna take 3 minutes to embroider onto the shirt, as you guys can see from the screen, and then red, and then the design is done. All right, looking good so far. What do you guys think? Down below in the comments. Let me load up my white. You guys don't need to watch me load up. And I'll embroider the rest out. No, I said you don't need to watch me load up, but you're gonna load up anyway. You're gonna watch me anyway. So the key to this, once again, is fast tack. Using your spray-on adhesive, using a nice solid backing to keep the material from moving all around. Right? Several keys, and having the right tension on the tension wheel, of course. That's the key to doing this. That's the key. You know? Not happy with this little white strip right here, but still looks good. Also not happy with this little, you know, a lot of stuff. It's not perfect, but it can be perfect. That's the point. It can be perfect. It can be perfect if I did it again, if I went into computer software and I widened this up, which I'm going to, it would be perfect. And I didn't make this a mistake because I was recording this video, it would be perfect. All right, so let's let this finish out, stitching out. Let you get a closer view of that nation right there. All right, see the nation part all stitched out, looking good. T-shirt's looking good. No puckering. Not one drop of... I'm gonna keep on saying that, guys, because some people think the machine can't do it. No puckering. It's possible with the Brother SE600. These machines, once again, they do what you tell them to do. These are machines, all right? They do what you tell them to do. And this machine is good, man. It's good. It's cheap and it's good. If Brother knew what they knew, if Brother, put it like this, if Brother, the company, would have explained everything that I'm explaining to you guys, the machine would not be as cheap as it is online. And for what you can do with the machine, which is why I make these videos, you guys gotta understand, this machine is, I'm gonna say it, underpriced. It doesn't feel like much. It's complicated when you're getting started, but for what it can do, this machine, I think, is underpriced. I really think so. 100%. I really think for what this machine can do, it's underpriced. That's just my opinion. It's not a fact, you know, but hey, I'm entitled to my opinion. Doesn't mean I'm right. But hey, I've been using this machine for quite a while now. And no puckering. It's not supposed to be able to do that on a cheap machine. Underpriced, guys. Use my Amazon link down in the description below and purchase yours. And I'll see you guys in a second. You guys obviously see what cuts we're gonna have to make. These little cuts right here, all these little cuts right here. Gonna have to make all these little cuts right, and I'll see you guys in a second. We'll pull this up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let it keep on rolling, just for those who guys who say, that's not the design, or that's not the same one. I'm gonna let it keep on rolling. Cause you know, you always got people that like think that the video makers, us content creators, that's After Effects. You know what I mean? No, you guys just watch me stitch it out. Give this video a thumbs up, guys. Video is design is done. Let me pull it out, straighten out, so you guys can see if there's any puckering. Gonna lay it on a table right here. Lay it on the table over here. Boom. All right, that's our design right here. Design right here. Unscrew right here. All right, look at the back. Nice, neat, clean. You guys want a close up of that? Nice, neat, and clean. Look at the back. All right, white thread. You got a little bit of white thread. All white thread. Nothing coming through, right? Maybe a little tiny bit, but for the most part, that was the right tension, right? A little bit right there, but the front got some thread coming through, which means I need to which means the white thread peeking through means I need to what does it mean? If the white thread is coming through, my tension is I have too much tension, so I need to loosen that even more. I had that on between 7 and 6. I need to loosen it even more because the black thread was pulling the white thread through. See all these little white threads right here? So I need to loosen that. I need to put that like on 7 or 7.5. So yeah, you gotta play with the settings. I'm not gonna do another one because you guys wanted to see me stitch direct to garment, and you guys saw it. I don't feel like doing another one. I will do another one in another video, but all right. You see, you see it's on the shirt. There's no pull. All right, it does look horrible. It does look horrible because there's white thread peeking through and stuff. But what I wanted you guys to see was that there is no pull in this design. Starting to see a little bit, tiny bit. But guys, I mean, give me my credit, man. It's like, this is great. Right or wrong? In the comment section down below. Is this great or what? Jumps right here. There's one right here. You just gotta find the threads and trim it out, and that's it. Once again, guys, if you like this video, if you like how this design turned out, the main point of this video, I'll stress again, was to show you guys the design's not perfect. Yeah, I know that. It's because everything you do, you have to test it out. You have to test it out. Get a blank shirt. Get a old piece of trash shirt that you're not wearing. Test out your designs. Get the settings right. I can go ahead and I can move this hoop down to this part and hoop it up and put another one right below it. You know what I mean? And then you can test it out that way. I could have moved the design to the top half of the hooping area, of the staging area in the machine, and that way I could have stitched one at the top, made my adjustments to the design or to the machine, and stitched the other one right below. But you guys see, all the errors I made was human error. This right here was because I loaded the machine wrong. This right here was because I didn't have enough tension. So the top thread was pulling on the bottom thread a little bit too much, and the white bobbin thread peeked through. I didn't even notice it while it was happening because it looked perfect. But again, you guys can see, look at the shirt. My guy. Not that much pull, if any, you know? And then you turn it inside out. There's your spray-on adhesive, comes apart. You can put on some freight check around here, and then you just trim the inside. Alright guys, so in the case of this design, I'm just going to go in my software and I'm going to up the pull compensation for the border because the border is starting to give it a little bit of pull. So I'm just gonna up the pull compensation for the border part, and I'm going to increase my tension so that this white won't peek through the dub, and we are good to go, guys. Again, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments down below. Is it? Of course it's supposed to be on this side. It's supposed to be on this side because we wear our designs on this side, but hey, it's a woman's shirt. All right, woman. So on the left, it's a woman's shirt. But look, clean, right? I think so. Light is too bright. Let me lower it a little bit. What do you guys think? Down in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if it's your first time here. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to visit the merch store, Allan A. Wade. Buy yourself some channel merch. And follow me on Instagram, instagram.com/adubbproductions, instagram.com/Allan Wade, right? And facebook.com/adubbproductions and facebook.com/A-Dubb. And I'll talk to you guys on the next video. It's your boy. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. Peace. Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?